Hello! I'm going to tell you a saying. It goes this way. Don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. This is a saying that is related to the lesson that you are going to take up today. Hello, dear learners. I am teacher Julie Ann Antero. Your body is searching for the genuine, so you won't be cheated with a fake one. Are you ready? Join me with a keen eye for details, so that truth prevails. This is one experience that English 7 has to offer this fourth quarter. Make yourself comfortable, get your pen and your activity sheets, and let's get going. Every day, we receive information from different sources. And what are these? They can be from printed materials, from people, or from the internet. Students find learning to be more enjoyable if the lessons are accompanied by visuals like images, pictures, or videos, rather than the 1,000 words in a book. However, though how accessible it can be, the disadvantages are more devastating than the benefits. Why? Because information is no longer filtered or edited. Thus, there is a tendency that the information received becomes incorrect, incomplete, or unbelievable. To address this problem, you as young learners should be equipped with knowledge on how to determine the truthfulness and accuracy of a material view. You see, even the Bible says, truth must always prevail. Before we proceed, let's spell out 3 objectives that you are expected to do. Let us all read it together. Number 1, define truthfulness and accuracy in determining the validity of a material. 2, examine the truthfulness and accuracy of a material viewed to determine its validity. And 3, express an opinion about a material viewed based on its truthfulness and accuracy. Let us expand your understanding through the definition and examples of these 4 words mentioned in your lesson. Number 1, truthfulness. It's telling facts or statements that are true and correct. Example, the Philippines is located in Southeast Asia. Philippines is not found anywhere in the globe except in Southeast Asia. Another is accuracy, something that is exact and true. Example, the police seized 3 kilograms of prohibited drugs with a market value of 300 pesos. The sentence tells an accurate weight, which is 3 kilos, and an exact amount, which is 300 pesos. The third word is viewing. It is an act of seeing or taking a look in the television, computer, cell phone, and other gadgets. What are these things that we view? They are photographs, films, videotapes, paintings, drawings, cartoons, prints, designs, and arts. And the last word is fake news. It comes from 2 words, fake and news. This is a false or misleading information presented as news, advertisement, or article whose purpose is to damage reputation or make money. Example, an article says, all students who are enrolled at private school will have face-to-face classes. Is this believable? No, because today is a time of pandemic, and they like to make money because those who would like to have face-to-face classes will definitely enroll in a private school. Hello, dear student. Kindly bring out your pen and activity sheets. Let us test your ability to determine what is true and correct from this activity. Instructions. Read each statement, analyze the content, take note of the sources given, then write A if the statement expresses truthfulness and accuracy, and B if it does not. Number 1. In the Philippines, around 1 in 10 people have chronic hepatitis B. Number 2. The distance between the Sun and the Earth is 91 million miles. Number 3. Duterte calls Philippine arbitral victory over China a piece of paper that led to nothing. Number 4. 3 bandits barged into the Primero Bank 7 o'clock in the evening this May 2, 2021. And number 5. 91 registered fisherfolk in Bontoc recently received their cash assistance today, April 19, 2021, at the Bontoc Municipal Capital. Let's check your answers. Number 1, A. Number 2, B. Number 3, A. 4, B. And 5, A. How was it? Can you now distinguish the difference? This slide reminds us to check the reliability of a material viewed. One should take a look at its truthfulness and accuracy. How can you do that? You are provided a checklist for your basis. Let us discuss them one by one. Number 1. Does the story match the headline? This emphasizes that the title and the story should have the same topic. If it is contradicting or opposing, tick no. Number 2. Does it contain excessive punctuation like exclamation marks and use all capital letters? Look at the example below. President Duterte issues housing units to 600 Pinatubos residents. This is really good news. But is this believable? It gives an exact figure, but all are in capital letters and with big punctuations, so this is unreliable. Next, does the story have a date? Notice if the date is a current issue or it happened long ago. Some authors post something that happened long time in the past but make the viewers believe that it just happened at that moment. This is not believable. Is the story believable or biased? When we say bias, it means being close-minded or being one-sided without considering other possibilities. Example, you only watch Vice Ganda's show among others because you are his avid fan. You also believe he is the best without considering that there are also others better than him. Are there other media outlets reporting the same story? This slide asks if there are others reporting the same story. If yes, try to verify if they are just creating a story to make an issue or to be noticed. Next, how did you find this story? Is it believable or not? Check if the story is mentioning about imaginary or legendary characters. Sometimes it can be too exaggerated. Then it is not believable. Does the article make statements without any supporting evidence? Check if the article tells stories which are not supported by proofs. The reporter might just be saying, maybe, I think, or in my opinion. It's best not to believe in this. The next one is, does it have links to original articles and named sources? When we say links, they are the connections to other authors or stations. including the original source. Does the article show opposing viewpoints? If the article shows opposing ideas, try to verify because the author might only be defensive to cover a fault or mistake. And the last one, is it a joke or is it meant to make fun or malign a person or organization? The last number explains that there are some articles whose purpose is to destroy the reputation of others. How? By forming lies, or some make profit by fooling the customers. Hello again, dear student. Please bring out your activity sheet. Given this checklist as your guide, you will further your learning in the second activity. Instructions. Number 1, read the article with our reporter. Number 2, examine if there is truth in it or the data is accurate. Number 3, fill in the checklist with yes or no depending on your findings. Number 4, evaluate if the article contains truthfulness or accuracy. And the last one, justify your answers why or why not. Item number 1 is entitled DOH confirms 2 cases of India's COVID-19 variant in the Philippines. Watch this.
At least 2 cases of India's COVID-19 variant has been detected in the Philippines, the Health Department said Tuesday. Both cases infected with the Indian variant are male OFWs. One patient is a 37-year-old male who came from Oman, while the other is a 38-year-old male who arrived from the UAE, said Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeri. There were no close contacts listed, said Epidemiology Bureau Director Althea de Guzman. Philippine authorities earlier imposed a travel ban to those coming from India until May 14 in a bid to prevent the variant's entry. The variant has been tagged as responsible for India's COVID-19 surge, stretching the country's healthcare system to the breaking point. Travel restrictions, meanwhile, were also imposed to passengers from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, which all ring India. The India variant was also cited as double mutant because of the presence of 2 notable mutations in the spike protein of the virus, which are said to allow the virus to easily gain entry into the human body and multiply faster. The first notable mutation, E484Q, is similar to E484K, called as EEK. The other notable mutation, L452R, was found by a Californian study to be an efficient spreader.
Item number 2 is entitled Worry No More, a cure is right in your kitchen.
Good news! Wuhan's coronavirus can be cured by 1 bowl of freshly boiled garlic water. Old Chinese doctor has proven its efficacy. Many patients have also proven this to be effective. 8 cloves of chopped garlics, add 7 cups of water, and bring to boil. Eat and drink the boiled garlic water overnight. There would be improvement and healing.
Bring out now your checklist and put a check mark on the corresponding column whether it is yes or no. Based on your answers in the checklist, does Article 1 observe truthfulness and accuracy? Explain your reason. Write them directly in your activity sheet. The same is true with Article 2. Does it observe truthfulness and accuracy? Explain your reason. And also, put your answers in your activity sheet. Now that you are done with Activity 2, ask yourself, why do we need to determine the truthfulness and accuracy of the material viewed? Number 1, it avoids misunderstanding and conflict. Telling something which is not true is usually the cause of quarrel and indifference. Next,
It makes your message clear and accurately delivered. Why? Because it's supported by true and exact evidences. Next, it helps us grow and learn from our mistakes. This statement talks about being corrected. If we get mistaken, we learn from it. Number 4, it unites individuals and societies. This statement tells that uniformity in views regulates individuals and societies to be in harmony with one another. And the last, it discourages dishonesty and falseness. Some examples of these are plagiarism, cheating, and telling lies. As a student, how is this important to you? Well, you develop deeper understanding, improved problem-solving skill, increased positive emotions, access to a vast variety of information, and world exploration. Hello, dear student! Are you ready to share your ideas about the material view? In this last activity, your opinion matters. However, you should see to it that it is reliable, proven, and factual. This last activity is almost similar with activity 2. Let's read the instructions again. Read the article. Write a 5-sentence paragraph that tells your opinion about the use of truthfulness and accuracy, especially when viewing material. Never forget to refer to your checklist for an easier guide. For your scoring, you will be guided by a rubric. Hello, dear learners! Read along with me with this article entitled Sea Turtle Found Dead in Dalagete.
Dalagete, Cebu. A sea turtle locally known as pawikan was found dead without a head the waters of Barangay Tapon here on Monday afternoon, March 22, 2021. Louis Ferds Rebugio, a resident in the area, was the one who found the turtle at the back of their home along the coast. He said he was shooting his vlog when he noticed the smell of rotting flesh along the shore. He followed the smell and it led him to the dead sea turtle that was already missing its head. He told CDN Digital that the turtle probably died in the water and was washed ashore. Rebugio said he immediately reported the incident to local officials of Barangay Tapon, and personnel immediately responded and assisted in the burial of the sea turtle in the area where it was found.
For your scoring, the content will be graded 6 if you presented several creative and original ideas. You will be scored 4 points in the convention if there are no spelling and grammar errors in the project. Before we end the lesson, I would like to add the word veracity in your word bank. This is one word that would sum up 2 important words mentioned in your lesson: truthfulness and accuracy. The lawyer in the comic strip lost his case because his evidence lacks veracity.
In every material that we read or view, remember this. Always verify if the details are true and accurate. When you go to the higher grades, you will soon be making researches or reaction papers. The success of your paper would be determined by its truthfulness and accuracy. Thank you again, grade 7 learners. See you in our next lesson.